Hi, and welcome to M&M Reviews. My name is Rita.
And my name is Mirage.
And we are reviewing the Wandavision Finale.
The finale. So Rita, what did you think about the Wandavision finale?
I feel very, disappointed, and I feel a bit, hollow. I mean, it was very, very exciting, the entire episode, and I definitely felt a lot of ups and downs, and there's a lot of questions, there's a lot of excitement, but now that it's over, I am feeling a little bit empty and a little bit unsatisfied.
Yeah, I agree. I also feel disappointed. And although the episode was good in one way, because Elizabeth Olsen is great.
She's so great.
I mean, the action scenes were quite good, and it was a lot of emotional moments. I feel disappointed because I feel it did not live up to its potential.
So maybe we can say our big picture takes first, and then we can just talk about some minor things.
Yes.
Okay, so my big picture take is that I feel in a way I don't understand what the point of this show was. Obviously it was really great entertainment value, and it was great to really dive deep into the characters, but I feel at the end of Endgame, Wanda, she almost killed Thanos with her bare hands, right? And she has lost so much. She has lost her lover twice in a row, and her whole family, everything. And now at the end of WandaVision, she's really powerful. She can control everything, and she's lost her whole family. So it's it's not anything has really changed for her. It's just that there's so much more to what she was before, but it's I guess, and it's really cool. I mean, I did enjoy it, but it's also well, was it not enough? Were her powers not enough? Was her grief not enough before?
Yeah, because this literally was capable of killing Thanos before.
Yeah, exactly. So it's I don't really get where we have moved forward to in the kind of Marvel story. I don't really get what was the purpose of the show. I mean, maybe just to explore and have fun, that's fine.
Yeah.
But I guess then it's at the end of it, I'm just a bit disappointed because I was hoping that it would move things forward somehow.
Yeah.
But I don't really, and I mean, obviously she acquired these new skills, and that maybe is important for the future, but it's I don't really get what is it that's so important for her.
Yeah. I guess they kind of expanded a bit also on the magical properties of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, so things definitely have been added, right? And Monica Rambeau's a superhero, and Vision is back. So I mean, it's not nothing has been accomplished, but it's
in terms
of Wanda.
Yes.
I feel it's just weird. It's kind of, to me, maybe that's silly, but to me it feels they're saying somehow her powers were not interesting or impressive enough, or her grief wasn't enough motivation for her. Something is not enough, that we need to give her more of these things, and it's well, why? So it's just not necessarily I think that the show was bad, or that I think they shouldn't have done those things. It's more that seeing where it leaves her, I'm not ooh, I'm excited. I'm just okay, so she's...
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's my overall take. What is your overall take?
Well, my overall take is that I too, as I noted, was disappointed. And my disappointment kind of comes from the fact that the show was very, very courageous in its initial happenings. Because, from each episode to the next, you're oh my god, I need to find out what's going to happen.
Couldn't sleep.
And, yeah, exactly. And the first 3 episodes, they were episodes that, didn't get universal acclamation amongst the fans for, understandable reasons. But they were so brave with it, because they were no, we're building up to something here. But then in the end, the ending is so generic, because you have this generic, fights. And you have this generic ending where the good guy wins and the bad guy is defeated, but they might return in the future because that's how they do it in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So they really just it feels they got afraid to end it in this really courageous way also. And ultimately, this story only makes sense if it's the case that in the coming phases of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Wanda is gonna be the ultimate hero, because they will wanted to show is like, no, this woman, look at her, she has like voluntarily sacrificed like her family twice now, just in order to do like the right thing.
Right.
And she's done this despite the fact that she know that people disliked her already for the things in Lagos and will dislike her even
more. Yeah,
now.
never forgive her.
Never
yeah.
forgive her. So she's like the ultimate hero in a sense, and that's like the type of hero character they haven't had like in Marvel before, right? They haven't had someone who's like has sacrificed so much actively, and he has been so hurt, but who also like stands outside society, you know. So if they do that, if they set her up to be this ultimate hero, then I feel like, okay, I will still be disappointed just because the ending was so basic and because the ending doesn't really leave you being like, oh, I need to find out what happens next. You're like, okay, I'm excited about what's gonna happen next, but it's not like I just can't wait to get to see Doctor Strange, into the multiverse of madness. So the fact that like each episode from one to the next you were so excited, but in the end you're not really so excited about the future is disappointing.
Yeah.
But if they do this thing where, you know, she becomes the ultimate hero and this new type of hero who's a bit disliked outside, who is always willing to like sacrifice to do the right thing, then I feel like I would be like happy with the show anyway. But if on the other hand she doesn't become the centerpiece, the Iron Man on the next phases, then I feel like the show will have been really disappointing to me.
Yeah, it
then,
will really be bad.
Yeah, then it's just, why was the show here? Do you know what
But
I
then
mean?
they must be setting her up to be the next Iron Man kind of center.
Right?
And that's kind of fun, because I mean, then she's like so much more morally ambiguous.
Yeah. And it would be cool if they do that, because then they're really introducing, as I said, this new type of hero, but also this type of hero that's like more in line with like the X-Men type of heroes, you know, because like for them it's always they always disliked and outside, you know. So that could be cool if that happens. And yeah, so that's like my big picture take. What are some of your minor things that you want to talk about this?
Well, the first minor thing is Quicksilver. Why did they do him so dirty?
Yeah, oh my god.
This was, you know, I guess they didn't want us to expect anything more.
Yeah.
But still, like, oh, it was just a magical necklace makes me so upset for some reason. It just makes me very upset. And also, I don't know, so she can make a magical necklace to make somebody running around in super speed? I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, no, I mean, that whole Quicksilver thing I really didn't like.
But they really wanted us to know
that
he is Ralph. This is not Quicksilver, don't expect anything.
Yeah, this is Boner, Mr. Boner guy. And it was like, why? Why couldn't you just leave it more open-ended there? It would made way more sense for them. I think also I was like kind of like underwhelmed and disappointed by the whole Visions thing.
Oh yeah.
Because it was like, first of all, there were like stuff that didn't make sense, such as the fact that like, how could Vision go
through things, because he doesn't have the Mind Stone, the reincarnated Vision, and that was a property of the Mind Stone, and so that was just like, what, why? And secondly, if you're gonna have these two super robots fight against each other, then, you know, really commit to that. But they didn't really commit to that. Instead, they resolved it by like having the new Vision, the White Vision, kind of like having his memories restored and realizing, oh, you know, I shouldn't destroy this guy. So that's the second thing I disliked about the whole Vision arc. And the third thing is just this thing about how like once original Vision, or Vision that was created by Wanda, restored White Vision's memory, that White Vision got Paul Bettany's voice and eyes, and then he flew away. So then that really cheapened the kind of like sacrifice of that Wanda makes in the end. And also the sacrifice from like Infinity War. So I didn't like what they did there. But I completely agree with you, and I also thought everything about that was exactly as you say. Yeah. But now I think about it, I do like how they're making Vision be this very like nuanced, very like poetic kind of, you know, what am I, like a memory come alive, I am like this hardware, I'm software. There's really like ambiguity in his identity. I think it's just fun to have a superhero who is like so completely ambiguous in what they are.
I mean, that's
like
fun.
What is Vision?
Yeah,
so it's just in that
fun.
meta thing that with Scarlet Witch is also a bit like ambiguous, you know, what is her role really? I think it's like fun. The creativity in the Marvel Universe is fun, but I totally agree that it takes a lot away from the sacrifice if Paul Bettany is just back.
Yeah, and then it's also like, if he was gonna be back, why couldn't he just be back? Why couldn't the end credit scene just be like WandaVision, or like Wanda kind of like learning how to recreate him again, but as this stable entity?
Or the White Vision with Wanda in the Norwegian forest.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, that was disappointing. I mean, I like this. I guess I like the stuff about like how Monica Rambeau is like officially like quite powerful now, because she could like, I don't know, like tank bullets kind of go through. They went through her, and I guess she's going up. I was underwhelmed though by the mid-credit scene.
Yeah. But I think that's because we're not big Captain Marvel fans.
Yeah, we're not big Captain Marvel fans here. It's too much of that hashtag white privileged feminism for us. You know, where's the intersectionality? Perhaps
Monica Rambeau. They had to like fly her up into the Captain Marvel franchise
to get some of that intersectionality in there.
Yeah, that's funny.
But also, I also like, she didn't really do anything really.
Exactly. She didn't really do anything.
Yeah, she defeated Quicksilver by just, I guess,
taking
deciding
off
to take off his necklace. It was weird.
Yeah, like she knocked him down and he was just laying there. Like, why would that happen?
Yeah, why would he just lay there? Because they just previously showed that he could like just really hurt her with his like super speed.
Yeah, so it's just really weird.
No, that was really weird. I mean, that was just a really weird thing. I guess they just really. But that's what I meant. Just like in terms of like storytelling, the last two episodes got like worse because they were much more like afraid, and they reverted to being basic.
Yeah, so I think that's kind of like our summary. It's just like, you know, I think that we got a lot of great things from the show.
Yeah.
A lot of interesting things coming up in the next phase, and it was definitely really enjoyable to watch.
Yeah.
But it doesn't
Elizabeth Olsen, great actress.
She's a great actress, really good, really amazing. I mean, she moves you. She has so many different. It's just she's so talented.
Such a wide range. Yeah.
And she's just so pretty, also, which I just love. I love her.
Yeah.
I mean,
quickly, what did you think about the end credit scene?
Well, I don't know. I don't get it. So it's like her kids. Is it just to reassure us that her kids are gonna come back even more?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, that's nice, because I would be really sad if her kids never came back, because they're so cute and I just don't want her to suffer. But I thought that was very clear from the whole. You know, we are family and family is together forever.
Exactly. I don't think they needed the end credit scene. So they should have like. Yeah, the end credit scene, it really doesn't really like. Yeah, it doesn't leave you wanting for more.
But that's overall this show. It's like, okay, well, we'll see what comes next.
Yeah.
We're obviously going to get really excited. We're going to watch it.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, the spark isn't alive. You're not like, oh my God, like, I have 10 theories about what's going to happen next, and here's why.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Which
was the nature of the show.
Which was the nature of the show, yeah.
So, ultimately, even though we think it was like a good show, and we're happy to watch it, and we also liked the last episode.
But kind of glad it's over.
But kind of, like, you know, it didn't live up to the expectations we had. But more importantly, it didn't live up to the expectations it set for itself.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like setting that high expectations. It's a tough
cookie. Cookie cutter.
So that's our review.
Thank you
very much for watching. Bye.
Ciao.